how can I use technology to create better differentiation and better competitive advantage for my company. Box is at the center of this transformation.
Okay, what are we supposed to do with Box, the popular cloud-based storage and mobile business collaboration platform? For those of you who don't remember, Box came public with a bang back in January, stock pricing at $14, soaring up to $20.20 at the open, and then closing at $23.23 on its first day of trading. Since then, though, it's basically been pretty tough for Box's stock. It now trades below $17 a share. However, after languishing in the mid-teens for months, you know what? I got to wonder if we could be approaching the moment when Box becomes just too attractive to ignore. Even though the company's not yet profitable and is facing some serious competition from Google, Microsoft, Dropbox, we know that the results have been pretty darn solid. Box reported a strong quarter a month ago. Company revenue coming in higher than expected, rising 45% year over year. Not to mention a smaller than expected loss, a monster 58% increase in billings, and raised revenue guidance for 2016. All the things I like. With 37 million total users on their mostly free data storage platform and 47,000 customers who actually pay for a higher quality of service, I think Box has found a business model that works for me. Yet, despite initially rallying just over $20 when the company reported, the stock has now come back to where it was before Box reported. I think some of that might be because of the lockup on insider selling, which expires in a couple weeks, tends to put a little pressure on a newly public company. However, I think this could become a very compelling story if that new supply puts any pressure at all on the stock. So let's take a closer look with Aaron Levie. He is the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Box. Find out more about his company's doing and where it is headed. Mr. Levie, welcome to Mad Money. Great to have you, Aaron.
Thanks a lot.
All right, have a seat. Thank you.
Thank you.
First thing I want to do is I think people who don't know the company, they'll say, okay, what do they do? What did they do, say, for the Justice Department? What did they do for Chipotle? Those are two companies. There's a company and an agency people know.
That's the spectrum that we serve. So burritos to the Department of Justice. So what we do is we've built a platform that helps businesses and organizations be able to securely manage all of their data. So that way they can share it in and outside their organization. They can build applications on top of it. They can access data from mobile devices. So everything from the individual in a company that wants to be able to share and work in new ways, all the way to how the enterprise manages all of its content and all of its data. That's the kind of platform that we built.
So in the last quarter, I know you talked to, and I thought it was very exciting, on the June 10th, 2015, you said Apple mentioned on the most recent earnings call, we were working with them to extend the reach of iOS in the enterprise. A lot of people have Apple at home, and they get to the office, and it's not an Apple configuration. Box has the answer to that.
Well, what we do is we bring a consumer-grade ease of use to being able to share and collaborate around your content, whether it's on an Apple device, whether it's on your desktop computer, and no matter where you want to be able to access your information. So we try and bring that kind of consumerization of IT mindset to enterprise software and thus to employees in large organizations.
Okay, so let's take the one that's always mentioned, Dropbox. It's got a $10 billion valuation. Some people say it hasn't come public yet, so we don't really know. But what would they offer? And I'm happy to have them on. You know,
we can bring Drew on. We can both be up here.
And I know you guys, you know, it's a friendly competition, not like some of the ones that I've seen. But what do they have that you don't, that you think that you lose some business to versus what you have versus them?
Yeah, well, what they tend to focus on consumers and small businesses, and what we focus on is sort of small and medium businesses to large enterprises. So if you are a General Electric or a Toyota or a Chevron or an Eli Lilly, and you need to have a standard way that you're going to manage data at scale in your enterprise, that's the market that we're focused on, which is why we have 50% of the Fortune 500. We have 47,000 businesses that use Box, and we don't focus on the consumer market. So while individuals can sign up for our product for free and bring it into the workplace, that's a sort of an acquisition channel for us. We don't focus on the consumer use cases or the consumer side of the market, which is where Dropbox is prevalent.
We spent a lot of time on IBM recently, and IBM very clearly wants to get into faster businesses. They know that some of their legacy businesses aren't doing that well. I thought it was very interesting. They said they had to make some partnerships, and the partnerships will be meaningful. And the next partnership I read about is Box.
Yes, we like that. So the big partnership there is IBM, incredible company with a very large set of assets and a portfolio around how businesses really run and operate in the back end of their business. And what we do at Box is we help individuals and teams be able to share and collaborate. So we saw this huge opportunity where, what if we could take our technology, which is meant for individuals that want to be able to share and work together, and connect that with the IBM technology, which helps really run the backbone of a business, the workflows of the business, the security of the business. And so we decided that actually, instead of competing with one another, we could actually have a great joint partnership. So we announced that about 2.5 weeks ago. It's across a set of huge kind of product areas for IBM, and they're going to be helping us with go-to-market, with their consulting division being able to build solutions around Box for large enterprises. So we're super excited about that partnership.
Okay, the collaboration market confuses me because I look and I see collaboration with some companies that are also your competitors. Can you tell me how that works?
I think this is the new steady state of enterprise software. So in a world of best-of-breed platforms where you want the best-in-class human capital management, maybe from Workday, the best-in-class CRM, maybe from Salesforce.com, best-in-class email and Office, probably from Office 365, or best-in-class content management from Box, you need to be able to have those technologies interoperate and work with one another, which means that companies like Box and Microsoft are going to be collaborating and partnering with one another in many areas of our businesses, even though we might compete on the fringes. And that's actually a big change in the market. So Microsoft, we announced a partnership with them about 4 weeks ago, where we actually let you take all of your data in Box, and we have over 1 billion Office documents stored in Box, and you can now edit that content directly in Office Online. So to Microsoft's credit, and under Satya, they have decided that they're going to open up key parts of their products. Even though we compete on the fringe in some areas, we actually end up being way stronger partners when you look at it from a holistic standpoint. And that's happening now really across the board. Microsoft and Salesforce are big partners.
Yes.
Microsoft is building on top of iOS. So we're going to see a much more heterogeneous, best-of-breed, interoperability-oriented landscape. And that's something that we've been, hopefully driving for the past 10 years, but we're really excited to see it kind of come to fruition.
My last question is, this expiration is coming, and I know that a lot of people feel, you know what? The company's public, maybe it shouldn't be public. The unicorn phase. I mean, I think your company would have been worth a lot more right now. Honestly, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
If it were private than public.
You should have told me that 7 months ago.
I should have. I know when I saw you. I should have said it.
Yeah.
And what I feel like, you have this lockup expiration coming. I mean, I don't know. You're probably not. I know you focus on your business, so you don't focus on the stock. But would you be a seller when it comes up?
No, I'm not selling. So.
Well, pretty much says what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I'm a very long-term holder of our stock.
Well, I don't get the valuation. I think the unicorns, I don't get their valuation. It's not that I don't get yours. Yours is too cheap.
Okay, well, you guys can all decide that.
All right, that's the market, and that's what it does. Okay, that's Aaron Levie, the co-founder, chairman, CEO of Box. I hope you understand a little more about what it does. That's been the missing piece of the puzzle as far as I'm concerned. After the break, I'll try to make you even more money. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.